Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video we're going to be talking about our air intake and exhaust and what our plans are and how we're going to build that out, how we're going to handle all the heat that's generated by all these rigs. So if you think that's interesting, hit like, subscribe, hit the bell. Check out our other social media accounts, platforms such as Gab, Parler, Minds, Twitter, Facebook, and so on. Hit like, subscribe to all of those other online platforms. And if you're looking to lease a GPU rig, we start off our leases at $25K. You would receive one rig. That'd be 14 3080 GPUs for 3 years at $25K. You do not need to worry about lease. You do not need to worry about electricity costs. You do not need to worry about repairs. We take 50% cut on the Bitcoin. And if you're looking for any other additional details, go to cryptollc.org. Send us an email. We'll get in touch. All right, so exhaust is today's video, so let's talk about that. So this is our air intake right here. It's the only place in this whole facility that actually has some intake. We have that door over there, but we don't plan on using that. It's probably how we're going to enter and exit this warehouse. So we're going to keep it most likely just as it is right now. So how do we plan on managing the 100,000 watts that's generated here? And not only that, but there's an additional maybe 150,000 more we could get. So theoretically, how are we going to handle 250,000, maybe like 220,000 watts? So our plan is as such. We're going to build a 2x6 wall here from the top to the bottom. That 2x6 wall will then just stand right here. It'll stand like this, and it's about about like this long. Have it be screwed in from this side right here. Just put some screws in it. That 2x6 wall will then have studs every about 16 inches, and then on that will be a mesh, that cement, that mesh metal that you use for cement, for stucco. It'll have that on the 2x6. It'll run all the way to the top, and so the garage door, these metal pieces here, this metal piece will actually have screws in it. We'll drill some screws in it, and then that'll hold the 2x6 down so no one can really remove it. Then on top of that, we'll also install our blue polyester filter, make sure we don't get any dust or garbage inside. Now, how are we going to direct the airflow? So we're thinking to put a tarp starting from the bottom and then just running along the wall here all the way to maybe like, how tall is that? It's like 9 feet tall, I think those racks are. So this is probably like 12 feet tall. So maybe there's like 3 or 4 feet at the top. So we're going to run tarp kind of parallel with the top of those racks, and so that tarp will hook up to the corner over there. It'll run to this corner over here, and then just kind of wrap it around or screw it right onto that corner piece of the rack. And so what that will do, that'll direct the airflow. We also have fans here. That'll direct the airflow directly at the rigs, right? It's not going here. It's not being flushed over here. It's going directly at the rigs. So that'll create a lot of nice cold air that's hitting the GPUs. You can imagine them sitting right here and they just get nice cold air blown at it. So that's good. Now, as we create more and more layers, that'll create more and more heat. So if this place has, let's say, 200,000 or 220,000 watts, then these two are already taking up a lot of that watt, right? About 100 some thousand of it. So if we build this third one here, and then we build another 1 2 3, and then on the outside 1 2 3, then we'll use about 250,000 watts. So you can just imagine the tarp is running like this, and then just running, maybe clip it into there, or if you can just imagine another rack right here and then clip it into that corner. That'll direct the cold air. It'll hit all of these racks. It'll blow through layer 1, layer 2, layer 3. Now down here, it doesn't matter how hot it is. It's irrelevant how hot it is over here, as long as the rigs are cool. So that hot air could circle around, go around to that AC duct over there, go to the roof, stay down there. Who cares how hot it is over there? That's irrelevant. The most important thing is how hot are the GPUs, the CPU, the RAM, the motherboards. That's what matters. And that's what we're going to be focused on, cooling off. Now for exhaust, we're thinking to do this. For exhaust, we're going to leave about 3 feet at the top over there, maybe 3-4 feet, kind of matching the racks. 3-4 feet. We're going to put exhaust fans 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 4 exhaust fans like that, right on next to that mesh, and have them just stand there. They'll just be sucking out the hot air. So you can just imagine there's a tarp like this going, and then on top of the tarp will be those fans. Then to help direct the hot air from the back section over here, we will then have maybe build some kind of platform that'll hold big fans. Those big fans will be, picked up higher than the racks, maybe like 3, 4 big fans, about what is that, 10 feet, 12 feet tall. So they'll be on that pedestal or whatever it's called. They'll be up there, 3, 4 fans. They'll blow the hot air over the racks. So they're not going to be blowing it into the racks. It's not going to be blown from this section here and kind of blowing the hot air into the racks. It'll actually blow it on top of the tarp, because there'll be a tarp there. So that means that the hot air is not mixing with the new cold air that's coming in. That will then help direct the hot air from this section all the way down here, where again there's a tarp here, so they're not mixing with the cold air. It'll direct it to those 3 exhaust fans, and then those 3 exhaust fans will then just blow it out the top. Now the good thing about this is that heat rises, and because of that, that hot air that's coming out at the very top will automatically just immediately rise up and just get out of the warehouse. It's not going to come back down and mix with the cold air. That's not going to happen, because inside of this facility, just imagine it's blowing cold air in, and let's say it's 50 degrees outside. So it's blowing 50 degrees at the rigs, but inside of the warehouse, after it heats up, it could be 70 degrees. So the exhaust would be 70 and the intake would be 50. So that 70 degrees would just automatically just go straight up, because it's coming back outside, hitting the 50 degrees outside, and immediately mixing in, or just being blown out the top and immediately going up until it eventually dissipates. So that's our current setup. That's how we're thinking to build this out. I mean, if you guys think you have some kind of an idea, or you might think, hey man, try this or try that, make sure you guys leave a comment. We're accepting ideas, obviously. We're trying to build this out as best as we can to make sure they're nice and cool, because the cooler the rigs are, the faster we can run them. Well, there's a certain point where you can't run them any faster, but the cooler they are, the more stable they run. You can run them at max speed, which is what we want to do. And then on top of that, you have more stability, not just in GPUs, but in the CPU, the motherboard, and everything else. So it's just overall better to run everything way cooler, and make sure that all the rigs run and really good efficiency and really good stability. So we got to make sure it's nice and cool here. All right, well, that's going to be it for this video. Hope you guys like it. Hit like, subscribe, hit the bell. Go to our other platforms such as Gab, Parler, Minds, YouTube, BitChute, Rumble. Subscribe to all those. Hit us a like, subscribe, all that stuff. And again, if you're looking for someone, if you're looking for someone to manage a huge ASIC or GPU mining farm, go to cryptollc.org. Send us an email. We accept a $500,000 minimum investment. But if you're looking to lease a GPU rig from us for 3 years, here's one we're building out right now. Should be ready in a couple days. You could lease this rig right here. It's $25,000 for 3 years. You do not pay electricity. You do not pay lease. You do not repair. You do not pay for repairs. Nothing. It'll mine for you for 3 years. So if you're looking to get more details on that lease option we have, then go to cryptollc.org. Send us an email. We'll get in touch. That's going to be it for this video. Until next time. Bye.